we are going to be getting into something a little different than I normally do, and I'm hoping to be streaming way more. I've realized that my favorite way I've ever done any videos, and a process that makes me really excited to do videos, is when I'm streaming it. This is an insane goal, but there's a method to the madness, and the method is cranberries. By the end of February, I would like to hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, and by the end of February, I want to hit 100 Twitch subs. So we'll see how far we can get. Also, it's occurred to me, because I have like everything. Oh, thank you. Thank you. It's occurred to me, if I have everything over there, I'm just going to move Mew right here, because that works out really well. That works out really well. I should have just done that. But yeah. Also, I slightly fixed up my Minecraft skin a bit, because there's a few things that have been annoying me for a while. So I can see inside my head, because I made the eyes transparent. There's not actually anything there anymore, which means... Love it. And we need it. My game's hating me because this is one giant schematic. Do you see the problem? Do you see the problem yet? So we're gonna start at the top and work our way down. I'm gonna assume that is worse than the FNAF fandom, even though that is worse. The Voltron fandom was absolutely horrible. I was not in it. I am just aware of how bad it was. And the end of the series ended up just being fan service, because I did go through and watch Voltron at some point. And I have a beautiful screenshot that if I text Pumpkin to send it to me, he will have it ready on standby. One time I was watching the show, and I happened to pause at the wrong moment. Do you have the Voltron screenshot? And we'll see if he answers back to me. And there he goes. I don't have a bed for you to leave that on anymore, but you can certainly leave it on the meeting table. There are two words that I will forever love in the Japanese language as I've been learning it, and it's milk and England, because it fills me with a visceral joy. Because it's claimed. I'm starting to think these claims aren't so worth it. I'm starting to think. I mean, they're good for people not messing with your base, but it also kinda ruins some pranking. Milk in Japanese is gyunyu, with a ridiculous amount of U's. It has like 4 U's. And England is igirisu. And I love it. I can't not say igirisu and just be filled with joy. I swear that's just gonna get accidentally added to my stim board. I have a weird stim board of just random references, and while I was recording with Lilac, we were like killing skeletons or something, and I suddenly just went, give me your bones. And Lilac, of course, understandably, was like, what? And I had to explain. I don't know why this has ingrained itself into my vocabulary, but I can't see bones anymore and not immediately go in my head. Give me your bone. And this is very specifically from Slimesicle playing Elden Ring. This does not appear in the supercut of the supercuts. In one of the first ones, he's attacking something and he suddenly goes with that exact inflection. Give me your bones. And it is stuck. It is stuck. The turtle looked over. Back in the back. That's not even from anything. I feel like some of my stims are just things I've said that I found so funny they got ingrained in my head. It's like, Season 1 of Passion SMP, I was doing trial chambers with Pumpkin, and it dropped some potatoes. And I'm like, oh, Pumpkin, come back. And I went, come back for your potatoes. And I don't know why, but that has stuck. Come back for your potatoes. It just rolls off the tongue nice. It is very fun to say. And of course, the igirisu. Give me your bones. Oh, I know stim I have. Xralia can contest to this, and I will use this as a joke as much as I can with her. This started purely because I happened to be listening to the song at the time of us playing a bunch of horror games. Specifically, we were going through the Mimic on Roblox, which is a very well done, if a little confusing story, but very well made horror game. But as we were going through this, as we were getting chased down this tunnel and trying to survive the damn thing, so I insisted ain't nothing gonna break my stride. And so we kept going at this, and now it's become a joke, mainly when we're playing horror games together, especially when we're playing Mimic together. And I go, hey Axe. She's like, what? Guess what? What? Ain't nothing gonna break my shine. Flat? A flat indeed. Ow! Guess who gave me the Voltron screenshot? Thank you. I have this glorious screenshot because I paused at the wrong time. And I love it very dearly. I'm gonna make that an emote on the server later, as I feel like Pumpkin would very much so appreciate that as well. I will make that an emote. Because I don't have Nitro, a lot of the time I will just type out any given emote that I need at the time, because I think this is a thing that not a lot of people do. I do. I will type out all of my emotes in Discord. I type out my emotes, so a lot of the time, if I need an emote from another server and obviously I can't use it because no Nitro, I'll just type it out and Pumpkin will type it for me. So I'm just gonna add it to the server and type to him whatever I name the emote and just let him type it back and experience the joy. I have a feeling that's about how that's gonna go. We are questioning our sanity today because I am yet again back at it destroying the mountain. Also, currently, the last VOD we did, where we finished off the back lawn and started working on half of the mountain, is broken. So I've reported the problem, hopefully it gets fixed and I can actually use that footage, because that was some great footage. If not, that sucks. We're just gonna keep going. We need a back. I've been playing too much Amalgamation already, clearly, because I have immediately lost the keybinds for PSMP. I'm trying to hit C, which in that mod pack, I can just automatically open the backpack. And I do have that key bound for this. Wait, hold on. I should keep that key bound for this. Because it doesn't work with the Ender Chest backpack, but that'd be super helpful right now. Hold on, this is why you should have a side project. Take your mind off of the thing you're doing, so it can figure out the things you need to do. So now if I click F10, it automatically opens the backpack and I don't gotta do a damn thing. Oh, what? Am I in a craft store? Because what was it? I did not order these frames. Where are all these frames coming from? I dug 2 blocks. Oh, I love arts and crafts. Absolutely. I need to get back into one of the things I want to do at some point this year. I don't care when. It's not even a New Year's resolution thing. It's just I want to do it at some point, and it's gonna be a little painful if I forget all the way until next year. I just want to paint again. I used to do painting a bunch. It'd be the #1 thing I do. I just stay up hella late and slowly paint. Thankfully with acrylic, so I don't have to stay up nearly as late, but my sleep schedule was shit at the time, so I stayed up late regardless. But I know they're in here. The only thing I need is canvases, which I know where I can get a hold of some, or I can just repaint some of my old ones if I find them. Because I literally have only kept 1 of my old paintings, because despite not having the best technique, it's still one of my favorite ones. That's a lie. I still have 2 of my paintings. One of them was for a class. Fuck that art teacher. She was just kind of a bitchy teacher. And this is not, I failed at art. I made this VTuber. I rigged this VTuber. I've designed all of this. This is, she was a stuck-up teacher, and she was the kind of teacher who insisted you only do her work in her class, and we went head to toe. Every assignment I would get done at least 3 times before she gave up. So I have one assignment that I did actually like from that intro class, and it was taking a black and white photo. I took one of a rose and bringing it to color, and it is still one of my favorite paintings I've ever done. Can I pull it up? Hold on. And I was at this point in art when I took this art class that I was aware of the fact that maybe you shouldn't be mixing red, green, and blue to get your colors, and maybe just add a little bit of gray, because she gave us the red, green, and blue, and not the pink, cyan, magenta that she should have been giving us. It's beautiful. You're so talented. Thank you. Every now and again, I bust out something that people go, what? You want to know my favorite thing to doodle? Hold on. I keep these files. Hold on. You want to show? We just doodle. This is what I doodle for fun. This is what we do. Let me grab it black. We're just gonna, yeah. Also, I do not I don't use a pen. We have correction 0 up here. I don't use a pen. This is my mouse. I've done this way too much if you can't tell. Oh, I have, this is a really old piece of art from when I was trying to figure out how I wanted to do my MegaBase. You should make a comic if you want that. If you want to, that would be so interesting to see. I really want to do an animation again. I don't do animation. Oh, it's nighttime. I don't do animations the normal way because I have refused to learn an art pro. No, not allowed. I have refused to learn how to use actual art programs because I like my brushes and MediBang paint too much. So I do have animations that have been posted and they're so old that they're a older design of my character back when he was a pink fucking blob, which is part of the reason why I want to make another one. But what I do, we're gonna stop everything we're doing. Forget the questioning my sanity podcast. Welcome to my older voice.
Past my bedtime.
I literally have 12 minutes until midnight. I want to complete this today. I want to go to bed, bro. My cat's all pretty on my bed. So the way this was done and made at all was I storyboarded all the frames I wanted for this, drew each of them in MediBang Paint, and then slowly, meticulously matched it up in my editing software. And if I made a mistake, I made a mistake. There's nothing. I didn't fix it. It's so cute and funny. Yeah, I love doing this.
Time in minutes, bro. It's gonna be so nice, but no, I'm here fighting you.
Rant about sleep. Where's the old one? There we go. MCCI highlights animated. This VOD did not get saved, I don't think. Is it my first VOD that I have saved? I think it might have. It is my oldest VOD up on Mewtwo. So yes, it does exist out there. You can find a VOD of me horribly failing at parkour. And this is what I doodled for
How
it.
many times does it take for me to do this bullshit? No ass is here.
Yo! No!
Oh, my ass weighed me down. I couldn't make the jump.
This was my favorite frame that I drew by far. It still is. I think there's only one other that I love as much as this because it's a reference to Adventure Time, and he just looks so fucking stupid in it. But this is absolutely one of my favorite frames.
Undertale music, cleanse my soul, please. The demons are crawling out, and I need this tape on repeat to keep them in.
This frame. This frame is sitting me and Pumpkin's DMs. Specifically because he wants me to make a toy out of this frame.
I want to have at least a little bit of self-respect by the end of this.
Yeah, I never finished it. It is by far one of my favorite things I've done. Oh, sillies, they're too much. The afternoon is usually whatever tasks I need to get due for the day. Today I was looking into like, oh, if I wanted to make a website, which I do. How could I go about that? What options are available in my price range, aka free as hell? What could I do? So I feel like I'm gonna be really creative and somehow use Tumblr. Tumblr, you can get a domain from that. And I do have MutationCIP on there. So, theoretically, I think I can manage that. Or at the very least, use Tumblr in the way I would like to use a website. Because Tumblr, you are actually able to customize it fairly well. Tumblr, what is that? Oh, you've opened a can of worms. Tumblr is an older social media platform that's been largely ignored, but is absolutely fantastic, and I guarantee you have seen a Tumblr post, because a majority of the famous memes and tweets that go around are usually like some form of recycled Tumblr posts and occasionally Twitter posts. But in large part, your favorite memes are probably from Tumblr. I'm gonna be so honest about that. If you want to find some of them and find the actual sources, there is actually a Tumblr account called the World Heritage Association. And they just go around and reblog all the popular Tumblr posts that have blown up over and over. My favorite story to tell, and I've already told it, I'm pretty sure, several times while doing this, but I don't care. Several years ago, for the first time ever, Tumblr got polls. And of course, they do what everybody would naturally do, which is pretend to bake a cake. So the polls options were like, oh, some people can go into flour and we're gonna see if we can bake a good cake together. Some people can flick flour. some people can go into sugar, some people can go into vanilla extract. And for some reason, the number one answered result was vanilla extract with 20%, which was like 10% more than anything else. And so, of course, Tumblr is up in arms about this, and everybody's laughing over the vanilla extract cake. And so, of course, we make another poll. And now it's gone up to like 50% vanilla extract. Another poll. We're reaching like 100% vanilla extract, and people are making memes about it. It's been going on for days at this point. Somebody adds on another poll, and it has only 2 options. The first option is a perfectly balanced cake with all the ingredients correct. The second option just says vanilla extract. 100% of people voted vanilla extract. So there's a lot of vanilla extract memes. I opened up Tumblr, and 2 first things I see are my 2 favorite things, Animal Crossing and The Amazing Digital Circus. Yeah, Tumblr is considered a dead website, but it's just that meme of, I could still hear his voice. I'm not dead. It's just that. We're all still here. We're all still chilling on Tumblr. We're actively gaining Twitter refugees. We're still vibing. Twitter doesn't know how the fuck to handle Tumblr because we just do whatever the fuck we want, say whatever the fuck we want. There's no shadow bans here. The only thing we ban is all the frickin' bots. Mutation, I've subscribed to your VODS one. I didn't even know you had one. Yeah. The random content also goes there too. So I have a few either supercuts or like second channel videos. We did Golf Around a while back. I don't save the variety of games we do. So I did a video on that. I need to finish the Castle Crashers video. We played a bunch of Castle Crashers with Misty and Andy. Andy. And I haven't I don't think I even got started on that video. I need to do that. I played a horror game called Ravenous. So there's a video of that up on there. So it's just random second channel content. I've now followed you on Tumblr. Hell yeah. I need to get to using it again. My focus was so split on so many places. I'm like, okay, I need to double down on what I can actually do and keep up with. So lately that's been Blue Sky, Ko-fi, because I've been posting builds on there. Also, I have the goal below me. You should go support the Ko-fi. There are some free builds on there that you can steal for yourself. I post survival bases mostly. I do want to post starter bases soon here though. I'm thinking not this week because we need to work on this, but maybe next week or the week after I might actually do a stream where we work on an asset together. Most of my builds right now honestly are just I'm looking at old bases or builds that I've done in the past and going, yeah, I can do that better. Or I could actually finish that this time. Let's do that. This week's was a Skyrim player house, the vanilla Skyrim player houses, which is fairly easy to transfer over to Minecraft, thankfully. Oh, I never showed the painting earlier. I forgot to show this one. I completely forgot to show the other painting. This was the other painting. Anyway, it's a Skyrim house. I got pictures of the inside too, hold on. The back looks like that. And this thing's just chock full of storage too. It's half looks like what a Skyrim house should, half doesn't, because I had to take some liberties. And then last week, I took a build I did way back when in Colonycraft, which is a mod pack I attempted to make and failed miserably, because I have a love-hate relationship with the #1 mod that makes the mod pack possible at all, and the reason for the mod pack existing, mine colonies. Not for any sake of their use. The way the mod pack works is you tell people and give people, it's a city manager, and you manage a city, and you can't help them build at all, which is the #1 reason I play Minecraft, period. So I had a very love-hate relationship with it, and you can design your own villages. I could never quite get into it enough to make it worth designing a village of my own and figuring out all the Lightmatica stuff with all that. So I just loved and hated it a lot, and I loved the feel of the mod pack and getting into it, but I could never get past the first several days. There was one time I did. There was only once I ever got past the initial start, and I actually had a village going. I had a base I loved, it was fantastic, and then I lost the footage. I accidentally deleted the footage, hours worth of it, significant progress, and there's no possible way of me getting it back. The last time I officially, technically played Colonycraft, it is the first video up on my channel, and last week, excuse me, we're having a heartfelt moment. Out of here. Excuse? Thank you. And that was the build that went up last week, technically. the reason I say technically the official last time I played Colonycraft, there is a video on my channel right before I deleted Colonycraft called The End of Colonycraft, and it has the thumbnail of it has a few screenshots of some of the builds I had done, including the one I'm currently talking about. And that last time, at that point, I'd been modding for a little bit. I was trying to do another run of Colonycraft, and like, okay, I know how to do all these things, I gotta do all these things. I was in a process with my video making at the time that heavily relied on specifically doing progress, which completely combats against needing to wait for the builds. If I did Colonycraft now, I do not currently plan on doing it. I've been focused on amalgamation. In the future, I do want to return to Colonycraft, but it is not a current thing. Absolutely not. I gotta land how I want to do videos first. If I would do it, it would be something only stream. Part of Colonycraft working is you have to wait on the NPCs building and upgrade them, and then upgrade yourself. And I feel like there's a lot of elements inside of amalgamation that could work with it. Actually, I could do amalgamation challenge with Colonycraft, with mine colonies. Brain blast much? Hello? Suddenly a lot of problems have been solved by that simple idea. Okay, cool. I may do that at some point. This really has turned into me questioning my sanity, ain't it? Colonycraft is what brought me into modding at all. Amalgamation started because I wanted to play Skyrim without playing Skyrim. I wanted the feel of going through dungeon busting in Skyrim within Minecraft. That's how amalgamation ended up developing, and that's what it is now. Technically, amalgamation started as, I just want to play these mods. These are the mods I like. I'm going to throw horror mods in for the funnies. I eventually got rid of the horror mods, and then it turned into Skyrim. I should build my player house in it. I should do that. That'd be perfect. Okay, I know what I'm doing. I know what we're gonna do today, Ferb. This is why you have side projects, where you can just numb your mind and think about things for a bit. This is why I like my mountains. This is how I started Minecraft, destroying mountains. This is not even a joke. The Warden came out 4 years ago. I do want to try and go back. I think I have enough footage to do this from my old videos. I do want to make a compilation of all the times I've, so far, because it's bound to happen more. I want to make a compilation of all the times I've accidentally found the deep dark, because it's a lot. It's a lot. I've still yet to meet anybody else who has this problem. I don't think I ever will. I feel like, one, I need to... There was a project I had joined with Lilac before it fell apart and just ended up not happening. And in that, we were trapped underground with the Watcher, I believe. It is currently my record. Within 11 minutes and 30 seconds, I found the Deep Dark. And I had to go and check because the record before that, this was not recorded, this was on a bet with Pumpkin and some of his friends. On a bet, I logged into a server with his friends that I had never been on before. I was only given a little bit of food, and even then I died a few times. Within 12 minutes, I had walked into a random cave, gone into the Deep Dark, and gotten the Sneak 100 achievement. Because I had actually found it within the first 9 or so minutes, but I thought that was unfair, so I waited until I got the Sneak 100 achievement. No, I found it by accident. It was Homeo's SMP. The first time was Homeo's SMP Season 1. Oh my god. That is not... Homeo's SMP Season 1 wasn't recorded at all. The only thing that does technically exist, I think, is Twitter posts. I had a base in a mountain on a meadows exactly like this, actually. Or not exactly as this, but it was a meadows. And I had a little base in a cave, and I had dug straight down in this cave and found the Deep Dark. And then quite a while goes by, SMP dies out, we run it again for Season 2. I was not a good server owner, I'm gonna say this outright. Every time I acknowledge Homeo's SMP, I was not a good server owner. I was a dick of a person. And we run it back for Season 2, because the Season 1 just kind of died out naturally. Season 2, I'm looking around at where I want to base on a creative copy of the world, and I teleport over to the space. I turn myself to spectator mode. I look down, there's the Deep Dark, directly below where I was going to base. And then the hardcore rolled around. Look at a cave. Hey, that's the Deep Dark. Play more hardcores. Hey, that's the fucking deep dark. Constantly, consistently, I find it by accident in increasingly chaotic ways. One of the last times I played Amalgamation, in the last serious playthrough I really had of it, where I even had a base and everything. We took the Explorer's Compass, we went to an ancient city specifically. We walked away from the ancient city, found a second one by accident. The magic update, I had gone to an area, I'm like, oh, there's probably an ancient city down here, or deep dark down here. Yeah, there is. I went to leave, I found the Void Blossom. It is a modded boss from the Bosses of Mass Destruction. You can recognize in vanilla Minecraft, well, vanilla, you can recognize where it is without the Explorer's Compass by finding the blossoms, the normal Minecraft blossoms. If you see these guys in a normal cave that is not a lush cave, there is a there is a void blossom nearby. I had gone to leave that deep dark I had found. I saw those blossoms. I opened up my Explorer's Compass. Hey, there's a void blossom nearby. Okay, let's go fight it. I'm overpowered. Kill him a few shots. Oh, cool. The void blossom's connected to an underground lava lake because mods. Or not lava lake, it was a lava river in a volcanic biome. I follow the volcanic biome. Another ancient city. Completely different one. I checked the map and all. Completely different ancient city. Lilacs is the one that tops it. In the playthrough we did, we had keep inventory, so we're like, oh, we're gonna do a magic trick and get back to our base. And so we both jumped off a cliff. I survived with a singular, or not even a singular heart, I had a half a heart. 0 armor, I survived on half a heart after the fall. I went to go fall again, I landed in water. We had vibrant visuals on, so I couldn't see the water. And I turn around, there's a cave next to me, like, oh great, I can go die in the cave. I look into the cave, there's the deep dark. After, I think in recording, it was about a good hour of me trying on purpose to find the deep dark. When we finally gave up, that's when I found it. And I don't think, it's gonna take a minute for that to get topped. But yeah, there is a reason my character, my little guy, is a skulkbat. 1, I'm blind and love to fly. 2, I find the deep dark way too fucking much. And I will never meet anybody with the same problem. Also, I'm not even doing anything with this mountainside either. I'm placing trees after this. You're not gonna see any of this terraforming once I'm done. But I did a bunch of terraforming. This is why we question my sanity. I lost 4 hours of the day writing today. I told myself I'd stop at like 10. I glance up, it's 11 o'clock. I glance up, it's 12. Or it's not full 4 hours, was it? No, it was like 3. I lost 3 hours today to writing. It is good though. I'm very happy I can spend the mornings writing. I love being able to sit down and write so much. And I feel like it's actually had a very good benefit for streaming. Because the more I find myself writing, the more in line I am with the words in my head being expressed into a medium that other people can actually interact with, and not just staying in my head. The words and stories that are there can be expressed suchly, and I'm sure to come upon a starter at some point. But, however, until then, this has all been articulated fantastic, which is to say, I'm doing fucking great. This is all we've done today. Ain't question our sanity. Quite a lot. It's amazing how many dead horses I can beat to the ground because I have the same talking topics every single time. But we beat the horse to the ground. We beat it so far down that I find the deep dark by accident. Again. I found like a strange amount of luck in my life. It has been rather interesting because I don't live in a small town. I live in a city. We feel like a small town. We are a city next to an even larger city. The amount of times I will come across people that I actually already know via this thing or another, or hey, hold on, I actually know you because you went to school with my brother's mom, or what? My mom's brother or something. There we go. Mom's brother. That is far more accurate to the actual city. My brother's mom. That's how you know I need to end stream soon. It's because I'm tired enough to be making that slip. My mom's brother. My brother's... That shouldn't kill me as much as it does. I've known my sense of humor is broken though. I'm slowly breaking my friend's sense of humor. Hey, I have a new speaking topic that isn't Lingo Legend or Minecraft. What do you know? I am slowly breaking my friend's sense of humor down, and I thrive in it. This is very specifically... There's the stutter. This is very specifically targeted at my friend Sugar Cookie. We are in 2 very different niches of the internet, and I am very glad every day to show her the wonders that occur on Tumblr and in my very memey, ridiculous gaming corner of the internet. And one time, she's in theater. One time, I was helping her out. We were practicing some of her lines, and I had a copy of the lines. She was practicing them by heart, because you kind of need to do that. And every time she would fail, I would play a sound effect. What sound effect, pray tell, did I play? Metal pipe. And this got to a point where we would just bust out laughing anytime the pipe played. And I think this ruined my humor even more, because I happened to walk out of my house one day, a few weeks after this occurred. And I live close to the city. I'm like in a little residential spot, but I'm very close to the city. I'm used to construction noises. But I hear in the wild, not too far away, a metal pipe drop, a genuine, actual metal pipe drop just from my backyard. And I had to stop myself from laughing. I almost keeled over. My sense of humor is broken, and I don't think it's ever gonna be repaired, and I'm not sure if that's a good thing. Because at the same time, I'm also picky about my sense of humor. I love a bit of good wordplay. I am not a fan of the current internet jokes. I don't care how old I sound, despite not actually being old at all. Go ahead, right now, guess my age. You're gonna be fucking wrong. You are just gonna be wrong. I don't like the current internet jokes, because they are not jokes. They are merely pattern recognition of what has been popular attempting to be popular again. They are not good jokes. You're sure is not a joke. That is a statement. There is no punchline here. A good punchline actually requires people standing at the fucking bowl. I have lost my mind. I do not know where it is. I just know that this is the time I have scheduled today to go live, and I won't be able to for the next 2 days until Sunday. So, we are live. All I have to do this, and hopefully kick my brain in gear, 6 pieces of chocolate. We're gonna ignore the fact that chocolate has caffeine, and me having chocolate previously in the day is probably the reason why my brain has taken a one-way ticket to Timbuktu. And hopefully, it has just enough caffeine that I can get through this for the 2 hours I intend to. And then when we're done with this, I can... That's not the edge of the schematic. Okay. Yep. Hole. Is this why hole? That is why hole. Okay. I made all of this with a bunch of tools. Axiom tools. So yeah, that would explain why hole, because tools saw air pocket and went, yep, we're putting air there. Now, speaking of tools, I'm gonna completely derail everything we're doing. Can I easily grab this? Y'all wanna see what I figured out I could make an axiom today? Mushroom. I didn't make a single bit of that, except like windows and interior by hand. All of that was made with Axiom. I didn't have to do a thing. I figured out how to do it. I am a god of Axiom now, and I'm very happy about it. Oh, mountain, big boy, nice. Can I? Yahoo! Oh, well, Yahoo! That would have looked so much funnier on race cars and not my own. Oh well. Hooterman. That is a fantastic picture. Do I have any shitpost-worthy? I do have shitpost-worthy things. Hold on. Haha! So I have, this is a screenshot on my computer that I've had for a good minute. I paused a Schlatt video at the wrong moment. I just happened to pause it at the wrong or perhaps even right moment. We're gonna have a very different white man jump scare here. The white man's me. Oh, chocolate! I forgot about chocolate. No. All I did was toss a piece of chocolate in my mouth. I don't know why my VTuber freaked out over that. Talking about the... what? You can be Mario now. Favorite fuck. I know. Name. Clockwork. My favorite is Clockwork. And I think, Bloody Painter's another good one that I like. Oh, Clockwork! Yeah! She looks like Pearlescent Moon. She looks like Pearlescent Moon from Hermitcraft. I just now realized this. It's been a minute since I've seen Clockwork. Bloody Painter! Yeah! Wahoo! Just a good boy? Whomst a good boy? Yeah, it's a very good boy. Oh, that made me think I have somewhere on my phone. I have a lot of old images that I like batch saved because meme era. And for some reason at some point, I got a batch of cursed photos We're talking horribly edited, scrapbook together shit. And one of them I have is a dog with its hand on like one of the meat grinders that you'd use for making ground beef or sausage or something. And somebody's plastered a horrible human smile on it. And the caption I saw this image with, and I will say it to everybody I show this image to. No, I haven't seen the cat. Why? I can't actually see that one from here. Whomst is the nice guy? Oh, he's just the nice guy. He's just hanging out. Right? It's another creepypasta. This guy? Not quite the same. Although the game might have taken liberties. It's not quite right, but that's about it, yeah. Oh, you guys ready for a lore drop? When I was like 13 or 14, I had a whole like low-key horror story universe that I was plotting out that stemmed and was made purely from my nightmares. This all started because I ended up with like, I couldn't sleep one night because I had some horrible dream that in hindsight absolutely came from seeing a few clips that I shouldn't have of Silence of the Lambs, aka the one horror movie where he wears people's skin. And so I had a nightmare of specifically I was biking through a wheat field and it's like sunset and a tall ass lanky man comes up to me. His arms are in 3 segments like stitched together and so are his legs. So he's just this tall ass lanky man with a sunken face. And in order to like dull him out a little bit, and I just genuinely called him this, and I still genuinely call him this to this day, I called him Mr. Rag. And I had planned to do like a whole click and point game with Mr. Rag that had its own story. And of course my ass started building it in Minecraft. And I started plotting out the screens and this and that. And I ended up giving Rag like his own species, and I named the creatures Stalklers. And then there were numerous Stalklers about, and the idea behind Stalklers is they were the soul of toys that were forgotten. And I think along with Rag, I had... The idea behind Rag's soul was he was a really ancient Stalkler from some child's toy ages and ages ago, and he's just kind of taken over the town that the story would take place in, and just became like an overlord of the town. I don't know if I can't remember if I planned out anything more than that. I did plan out that there would be 2 other Stalklers, and they were kind of a fucked up, messed up family. Jessica, which was actually based off of one of my own toys. I had a doggy plush named Jessica. I don't know where the fuck she is. Not a clue. I think I lost her about the time I was starting to make all this up, too. Ran away. She really did become a Stalkler. And another one I think I very so creatively named Black. I don't know. I don't remember his story at all. I probably still have sketches of him somewhere. I have like sketches of all these guys. If I go through my old books, I can find sketches of Mr. Rag and Jessica. My favorite guy from all these, though, my favorite OC out of all of this, and I love him so much, and I still draw him because he's adorable, was Jolly, which was a depressed-ass rabbit. I love Jolly. Jolly's design is adorable. He's been humanized since, because I couldn't ever quite figure out how in the fuck I was gonna draw a potato sack bunny, but I love Jolly. It's one of my favorites. I think next, like, there are 3 OCs that I seriously love and I still draw to this day. Jolly is in the top 3 at least. He's not drawn nearly as much as the other 2, but he's in up there. Bew has fundamentally changed my style of art throughout the years. Because of how much I draw him and going through iterations of drawing him, I have fundamentally changed my style, which has affected other fandoms I'm in, because now I don't know how the fuck I want to draw that fandom anymore. And Revi is the other one. R-E-V-I. Which is actually shortened from one of the original usernames I was using with streaming, Revi Rocco. But the avatar is actually stolen from an avatar I used for Royal High, the Roblox roleplay high school game. I still have the account that has all the items I used for this, and it is a goat with fancy like robes, horns, and a bunch of jewelry, and I love him. I have like one really adorable picture I love that I've drawn of Revi. I don't know if I have it. Is it in here? That's a bunch of old Mew art. There's a bunch of other art. Yes, he is! Just perhaps there might be some common themes in the characters I draw. But yeah, lore drop. I had a full like horror-based OC system that I had. that was like halfway developed. And I still have other OC/stories that I haven't used. There's way too much in this head. It doesn't help I have a decent memory, so they're all just kind of sitting in there. Like a computer running on max storage, I have to keep updating all the time just for a little bit more storage. Every time I get more storage, I use it up on another thing. Thankfully, I'm not using it up as much anymore, except for learning Japanese. I'm at a weird point where my skills in just being proficient at English are starting to catch up with me learning Japanese. So half the time as I'm like going through sentences, I read really fast and I type really fast, which kicks me in the ass at times, because when you're reading fast, you're not actually taking in all the words faster. Your brain just gets really good at assuming what the sentence will be and instead picks out the keywords. That is how you actually read faster. You start disregarding and, to, the, and go, cow here now. You just break apart the sentences in order to get and extrapolate what you need. I'm starting to do this when I'm learning Japanese, which is interesting to see that I can actually read through and glance through at Japanese now, specifically kanji, and still recognize and understand it most of the time, because a few things still get me over. Specifically, the one I seem to be struggling with right now is just a small thing, and two of the sentences I'm learning, one of them has the word restaurant. The other one I'm doing is lesson. How am I confusing that? With restaurant, lesson does not use L's, it uses R's. It's R-E, and because it's a double S-U, there is another symbol in there that many people use as a smiley face, but it looks like a smiley face. And then there's a SU symbol and N. And for some reason, when my eyes are glazing over the sentences, I consistently will pick the wrong one for the given situation. I'll pick, if I need to pick restaurant, I'll pick lesson. If I need to pick lesson, I'll pick the restaurant one by accident. That's a great problem to have. And it doesn't help. I'm still doing like my 24 odd lessons a day, and I'm doing my best to get all of them done. However, I have not been good to myself the past several days, and I was even worse to myself yesterday. Usually I'll get at least a few of them done in the morning. I will, basically my process every morning right now, I'll get up, take my ADHD meds, and I'm waiting for them to kick in. I get like a good half hour of phone time, and I'll go through different apps, check them out, deal with notifications, and I'll go into my Lingo Legend. I will watch 5 ads, I will handle the dailies, and then I'll do a few lessons and leave. However, yesterday, apparently all I did was watch the ads, and I didn't do anything else, and I'd already gotten to bed late because I finished editing the video last night, the video that went up today on the side channel, the Terra Swoop Force highlights. I strongly recommend you check it out. I had a lot of fun editing it. It is a great video. I finished editing that about 8:30. I usually get myself ready for bed around 9. It took a good minute for it to export, so it's finally done exporting like 9:15, and I'm getting it all up and going. And it hits 9:30, and I'm like, I still have other shit I need to do. So I don't get in bed until like 10, and I usually want to be asleep by 10. And then I opened Lingo Legend, I'm like, shit, I left all of my lessons, and I'm still trying to beat the fucker's ass who's in first place of the monthly challenge. He's at 900 now. I'm still at 750. Or I'm closer to 800 now. I think he's at 950 today. But I log on and I realize, fuck, I left all 24 lessons. And I can usually go through them pretty fast. But when it starts getting to sentences, the process of doing these and how it teaches you is it goes through, okay, we're going to teach you this sentence. You remember it? Okay. Between these two options, pick the correct one. Okay, good. I'm going to give you a sentence and I'm going to give you the translated version. Is it correct? Okay, you can do this now? Okay, we're gonna start giving you the sentence and give you like 4 different options. You got that? Okay, now's the fun part. You gotta type it out, which with kanji is a little weirder. So it literally just has buttons for the kanji, and if it's a longer sentence that is a little more intricate, or if it has like so many given characters, it will start bunching it up in 2s or 3s of the kanji, which is very helpful, thankfully. So I'm at a point where I'm in the second half of those lessons for this unit. And because I'm doing so many lessons at a time, because I'm doing the freaking 24 a day, I'm getting through units pretty quickly right now. And I'm at the end of the second half of my adjectives unit. So I'm doing negative adjectives and asking how is questions. Like, yeah, of course, the moment I actually have to show an example of what I've learned, my brain goes, you never learned anything in your life. I need to actually construct the sentence in my mind because this is not one I've been taught, but I want to surprise my friend with who knows Japanese. Daigaku wa dou desu ka? Which is just, how is university? And that's absolutely for a thick-ass American accent, but we roll. Daigaku... Of course, I've immediately forgotten the sentence. Daigaku wa dou desu ka? Yeah. So I got in bed at 10, I already wanted to be asleep. I finished at 11, I'm like, I wanted my phone time. Fuck it, I'm staying up, I want my phone time. This is my reward for working for the day. Because I didn't want to work 9 to 5, so now I'm working 24/7. So we slowly get... I honestly wouldn't trade it. Like, I'm not even making money off of this. I wouldn't trade it though.